The curtain rises on a bustling outdoor market. The storyteller speaks to the audience. Welcome to La Hedgiera, the most legendary market in all the Monterrisa. There are 3 things you need to know about this place. Number 1, it's magical.
1 soul for an encanto to heal wounds.
25 souls to ensure no growth.
15 souls to keep a plant alive forever.
Extraordinary things can be found here. A spell for love or a potion for lost memories. If you need a curse an enemy, try the stall next to the dragonflies and snakes. Shoppers drift from stall to stall. Horses clip-clop from the cobblestone path. Number 2, during the day, this market belongs to the living, but at night, the lights darken, the market goes still. This market belongs to the duendes, mischievous ghosts who appear as children. Shadows lift across the stage. The lights come back on. The market activity resumes. Number 3, the market is run by La Gracia. It has many rules. Francisco and Suri, dressed in crisp uniforms, will march across the stage. There are 2 of his officers now. Graciela Miami walks into the market carrying a tall stack of baskets. She sets them down and looks around. Here is Graciela. It's her big day for her. She is opening her own store. Graciela smiles, her face full of hope. She is taking over the stall that belonged to her abuelita, Maria Mamani. The storyteller starts to exit, then looks back at Graciela. Poor soul. Scene 1. Graciela picks up the baskets and begins to walk. A young man knocks into her. Her top basket starts to fall, but he catches it just in time.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
They pause as their eyes meet. Then the young man smiles widely and plucks Graciela's baskets out of her hands.
The least I can do is help you carry these.
Thank you. This way, please.
As Mateo follows Graciela, he looks into the baskets.
Where did you buy these paints?
I'm selling them. I have brushes and canvases too.
Mateo's smile suddenly disappears.
What's your name?
Before Graciela can answer, they arrive at her stall. It is completely wrecked. Bits of food and debris are strewn about. Paint has been splattered everywhere.
What? No.
You're Maria's granddaughter?
Yes?
Mateo opens his mouth to speak, then shuts it. Scene 2. Francisco stomps toward Graciela's stall like an enraged bull. Suri follows behind him.
Graciela Mamani, your stall is in violation of several market rules.
I just got here and I was unaware of the mess.
License!
Graciela pulls a document from her bag. Francisco snatches it.
You can get a cleaning spell from where 10 says 10 stalls down.
Suri picks up one of Graciela's paintbrushes.
Do I smell fig and la cara?
Yes, the brushes are dipped in a potion that helps you sketch faces and draw straight lines.
It's unexpected, just like your abuelita. I was sorry to hear of her passing.
I'm giving you a warning, Miss Mamani. You have until the end of the day to fix your stall.
A warning? On my first day? In the first hour?
One more infraction and you'll be kicked out of the market forever.
But the mess isn't my fault. Please.
Francisco stalks off. Suri darts after him.
The other vendors will never leave you alone. It's no secret, they wanted Pillar Fuentes to get this stall.
This stall was my abuelita's. The rule is that when someone dies, their family gets the first right to their space.
That may be, but Pillar has been waiting years for a stall. Plus, not everyone liked your abuelita.
What? Because she was outspoken? Because when something wasn't fair, she wasn't afraid to say no?
Mateo shrugs. Graciela points at the mess.
Were you a part of this?
Pillar is a friend, but no, I wouldn't destroy someone else's property.
He turns to go, then pauses.
If I were you, I wouldn't leave my things out tonight without a guardian spell.
I can't afford a guardian spell or a cleaning spell. I spent every penny when I opened up this shop.
Scene 3. The sun is low in the sky. Graciela has cleaned up her stall and is placing wares on her shelves. She looks tired but happy. Other vendors are closing up their stalls for the day when Mateo appears with 2 bowls of soup.
Your stall looks great. I wouldn't have recognized it.
Better, right?
So much better. Are you hungry?
Graciela smiles gratefully, and they sit down to eat.
So, are you sleeping here?
Yes, at least until I can afford a guardian spell.
Be careful of the twins.
Do they hurt people?
Just don't anger them.
Graciela's eyelids begin to droop. She yawns.
You've had a long day. I will say good night.
Thanks, Mateo. Good night.
Mateo leaves, crossing the stall's curtain behind him. Strange voices chatter outside, but Graciela does not hear them. She is already asleep. Scene 4. The next morning, Graciela comes out of her stall and begins setting up a sign that says free portraits.
You should have given up your Abuelita's stall.
Graciela turns to find the owner of the neighboring star glaring at her.
I have a right to be here.
So you say.
Just then, a young woman walks up. Graciela smiles.
Would you like to see for a portrait? I'll hang it up for you, and then you're welcome to keep it.
Sure.
Graciela fills a palette with color and begins painting.
What is that smell? Something seems off, but the spell seems to be working.
A crowd gathers as Camila's face slowly appears on the canvas. Graciela signs her name at the bottom and slips back.
It's beautiful.
The crowd applauds. Customers fill Graciela's stall. An old man approaches.
Are the free portraits still available? Of course.
Miko sits and Graciela paints, and when she finishes, she signs her name at the bottom.
Who is that old man? Just kidding. This is wonderful.
He tips his hat and strolls away, as more people crowd into Graciela's stall to buy her magical painting supplies. Scene 5. The next morning, Camila comes over to Graciela's stall. Her face is covered by a cloth.
May I help you?
Oh, you've done enough.
Camila removes the cloth, and Graciela gasps. Camila's hair is gray. Deep lines crease her forehead.
I've aged 60 years overnight. You did this to me.
I don't understand.
I do. Your magic is atrocious. When can I expect the counter spell?
Graciela's face pales.
You don't know when. This can't be permanent.
I'll find a way to fix it.
I'm reporting you to La Grusina.
She storms off. A young man holding a turtle walks up. You painted a portrait of my abuelo yesterday, and this morning he turned into a tortuga. He's all I have. Bring him back to me. Camila's turn returns to Francisco and Surrey.
An extraordinary claim has reached me.
I don't know what happened. I've made these portraits hundreds of times.
We cannot have rogue magic sold in the market. Pack up your things. Good riddance.
Wait, I believe someone has tampered with Graciela's wares.
Explain.
These brushes have the same scent they did the day Graciela arrived. Vegan Lacado. He sniffs and wrinkles his nose. But there are also traces of rotten egg.
So what? She could have botched the potion.
True, but given that her stall was vandalized on the day she moved in, foul play seems likely, does it not?
Fine, Miss Mamani. Find proof of a crime by tomorrow afternoon and you may stay.
Tomorrow?
I know who you can ask. They see everything that goes on here.
Who?
The twins.
Scene 6. That evening, Graciela sets a bowl of fruit outside her stall, then goes inside to wait. Soon there's a rumble of strange low voices. Graciela speaks outside.
Hello?
A shape materializes in the darkness. This duetten is a young girl, with dark hair tucked under a large sombrero. She nibbles on a banana.
Do you like the fruit?
The duetten gives Graciela an eerie, toothy smile. Her voice is high, like a soft ringing of a bell.
Why do you call for me?
I have questions.
About Diego?
Who? I don't know a Diego.
You will one day, for he is your true love.
Graciela frowns.
I will answer 3 questions for a price.
Graciela watches as the duenna stares intently at the portraits of Camilla and Miko that hang inside the stall.
I could paint you if you'd like.
That is acceptable. Ask your questions.
Have you seen anyone come into my shop and ruin my supplies?
Yes.
Graciela waits for the duenna to say more. It doesn't.
Who ruined my supplies?
There is one who dipped your things in a vat of something foul, awful, smelling magic.
The duenna whispers a name into Graciela's ear. Surprise and anger flash across at Graciela's face.
How was the spell activated?
By your signature.
Graciela paints the duenna's portrait. Then, when she finishes, she stares at the painting.
I've seen this face before.
The duenna takes the portrait.
Wait, how do I know you?
Take care of my shop.
The duenna vanishes.
Abuelita?
Scene 7. The next morning, Graciela stands in front of her stall.
Attention, I'm going to paint another portrait.
How can you be so foolish? You really risk someone's life?
A crowd is gathering. Francisco and Suri make their way to the front.
What is this?
I will paint a portrait of the person who cursed my questions. The spell is activated by my signature, which I will leave off, but only if the culprit comes forward.
You know who is responsible?
I do. This person won't want to suffer the effects of their own terrible magic.
Graciela starts to paint. The crowd can't see the canvas. Whispers go through the crowd. Everyone is tense.
My painting is finished. Shall I sign it?
Graciela waits for a moment. Then she lifts her brush, about to sign her name and activate the spell.
Wait, stop. I did it for wrong.
The crowd erupts into shouts. Scene 8. Suri walks into Graciela's stall.
How are you feeling?
Not great. I thought Mateo was my friend, and those poor people will have to live with the effects of that awful spell.
I found a sleeping potion in Mateo's stall.
He brought me soup on my first night here. He must have put the potion in it so I wouldn't wake up while he tampered with my art supplies.
Well, he's banned from the market forever, and he must pay for the counterspell.
Counterspell?
Yes, I managed to make one. Everyone who needed it was given a vial this morning. Graciela, I didn't know your abuelita long, but she helps me when I needed it the most. You belong here. Don't let them push you out.
I will. Thank you.
They step outside to find Miko and his grandson. I saw what you did. It was very clever.
I had hope. May I show my grandson my portrait? Of course. I'm so happy to see you looking like yourself again. Though you did make a handsome turtle. My grandson disagrees. Says I pooped everywhere. Have you two officially met?
Miko's grandson holds out his hand and Graciela shakes it. She smiles. Miko's grandson grins and blushes. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Diego. Graciela's eyes widen as she and Diego continue smiling at one another. The storyteller walks on stage. Like I said, extraordinary things can be found here in La Chihera. The curtain falls.